first curiosities about this class is probably how will I be evaluated? How can I make sure that I'm meeting the expectation of what all GSKY teaches about? And to learn that, I want you to find behind your orange tab the page that we will be looking at, just before the orange tab. Thank you, Tyler. I knew it was orange for a reason. There's 3 key components, and you'll see subcategories as well, with professionalism, delivery, and presentation quality. It looks like we're on a 4-point system, where ranging from excellent to poor, and there's some examples there to read later on the expectations and evaluations.
Yeah, and it's important to note too, there are subcategories. The most subcategories exist within the quality of presentation, so definitely want to look over those. So if you're curious about the purpose of this class, what will we be learning? If you flip to the very first page past your blue tab, there's actually a large paragraph there, and I'm going to outline a couple things that were highlighted in there as to what the course will be covering. So in general, it's going to be looking at how students learn mathematics and science. Very, very critical if you're going to be teaching to understand how your students will be taking in information. It will give you the ability to assess and recognize when learning has occurred. So in doing testing, I imagine, things like that. It'll teach you how to do engaging instruction. Okay, so how are you going to make your courses interesting and relevant to your students? And finally, it's going to cover the new Kentucky teaching standards, so preparation and certification. So how are you actually going to get your licenses?
We have a lot on our plates. So how do we figure out our assignments? And if you will look with me in our binders, we have a calendar. This is also behind the blue tab. That page we are just looking at, you're going to flip. There's Blackboard is a very important tool that's not up and running yet, but it should come later and more information will follow. Tyler, do you want to take over for our formatting?
Sure. So formatting for this course is going to be APA, the American Psychological Association formatting. Does anybody not know what that is? In general, it's just a formatting for how to use sources. This manual is available to all of us, so consult it for reference on how to do an in-text citation, how to do correct bibliography.
And now we'll jump back to assignments. We have, if you would look at the calendar, some blogs that we'll be doing, and it's interesting because we'll actually have 2 different partners that we'll be working with throughout our 6 weeks together. And so if you would turn with me a couple of pages to find our partnerships, we can talk about who our partner is going to be and to take note of how soon we're going to have to get together with our partners to make sure that we're ready for these upcoming assignments.
So 2 pages on the back before the orange tab.
Thank you, Tyler.
It's this chart here, the numbers and the letters. Each of your names has a letter associated with it. Okay, and if you'll notice that there's kind of this grid-looking thing. Okay.
Just to make sure we're understanding it, can I point at a couple of people to say who our 2 partners are? Starting with Casey. Casey, who are your 2 partners?
Let's see. Looks like Tabitha and
Does someone else whose name has not been called want to volunteer who their 2 partners are?
I have Christian and Whitney.
Okay, so does everyone understand how to see that? Good, because as you notice, we'll have blogs due as soon as tomorrow. So it's important to recognize. And there's a quick overview of the 510 course. Are there any questions about what we've said? Thank you.